Hello and welcome to the basics of character design. In this talk, I'll be walking you through 5 facets of designing a character. The first is functionality. Before you begin developing your character, you need to know what media they're going to be in, if any at all. A simple pixel game can't hold as much detail as an animated show, for example. Function determines what you can do with your character. And that leads us into style. Once you know what your character will be starring in, you can narrow down what style they should be drawn or written in. A serious animation might have a grittier art style, while a kid show character might be brightly colored and cute. For this lightning talk, I'll be designing 2 concepts for one character, loosely inspired by both examples here. Style can be determined from the media, genre, and tone. Now on to actually developing your character's traits. Shape and form are arguably the most important part of this presentation. The shape of your character is largely influenced by their personality. Having a unique silhouette makes your character more interesting as well. Triangular characters tend to be sharp, cunning, and even villainous. Whereas square characters tend to be strong, paternal, and supportive, sometimes resembling a fortress. Circular characters, on the other hand, are often squishy and friend-shaped. So let's apply that to our own design. Let's say we want to make a cunning, sciencey villain. We'll use triangles to make him stand out as a cunning guy, but squares to balance out his design and make him look approachable. This is his base. I also made sure to incorporate asymmetry into his design to make his silhouette more unique. But of course, he still needs color, which takes us to color theory. Color theory ties your design together to make it visually cohesive. You can see here with Nico that even though their hat is clearly brown, it still has a cool tint to it, which makes it go well with Nico's blue hair. The entirety of Nico's design is on the cool color spectrum, except for their eyes to make them stand out. And here's our villain with color. I gave him a green color palette with silver accents to emphasize his scientific nature and because his personality reminded me of a snake. But we're not done yet. After your character has color, you still need to be able to represent their personality. Show, don't tell. Posing your character. Represent your character in their concept art, descriptions, and actions. In the 2 examples shown, we can see the trio on the left is tight-knit and confident, and that the duo on the right are idols ready to put on a show. So, let's show how cunning our villain is meant to be. In the left example, I made him hold out a hand to the viewer, with his other arm behind his back. His sharp physical traits are there to key the audience in: sharp eyes, earrings, armor, and even facial hair. But in both of the examples, he still has large eyes, a smile, and in the left example in particular, he's even looking up at the viewer. You can see that in the left example, he's designed with more detail in mind, whereas the right example is as simplified as can be for a kid show. The left example is also more subtle in the character design choices, whereas the right example makes the pointed features obvious, but also makes the charismatic features obvious, like his large eyes. I hope this lightning talk helped you learn a little bit about the basics of character design. Thank you.